Hey y'all, it's your girl, Miss Nia Imani. I am the legacy leader at Fabulous Life International, and we inspire legacy leaders to consciously create generational wealth. You may be asking yourself, what is a legacy leader? A legacy leader, let me tell you, is a generational cycle breaker. They have been chosen to change the trajectory of their entire family, and they also understand that sowing seeds of greatness equals income and impact. Okay, and so one of our signature events is called Higher Self Season, and I host this every single Sunday. I invite women out to join me, and sometimes I actually go by myself because the gag is I really created this event for me. It was something that I know that I needed in order to recenter myself, in order to be grounded for the week, okay? So what we do, we get together and we infuse spiritual and financial teachings in one atmosphere. We're going to talk about chakras. We're going to talk about mindset wellness. We're going to talk about vision manifestation. We're going to talk about legacy planning. We're going to talk about all the things that you need to support you as a woman, because the end of the day, I want the ladies that come to these events to feel seen and supported. That is so important, regardless of whether you are a legacy leader or entrepreneur or a considered to be the strong friend, because y'all already know how it is when you out there lifting everybody else up and then you don't have anyone else to surround you and encourage you. Okay, so the theme for the event on Sunday was free to be me. And I love the fact that I am growing in my spiritual journey, and I have come to this place where I am unapologetically walking in my truest nature and most original form of who God has called me to be. And I had been off track for hosting Higher Self Season. I went to California at the end of May, earlier part of June, and I was exhausted. I was so tired when I got back, and I just been napping pretty much the entire June. You know, I got up and did a couple things, but I did not host Higher Self Season for about 3 weeks or whatever, and I could feel it. And so hella high water, I was determined that I was going to be there on Sunday, and I didn't have plans to have any guests at the event, but I always go and I go through my full agenda and the activities as if I'm there speaking to 1,000 women, because eventually there will be thousands of women who are meeting me every single Sunday, because I'm going to tell you, this is an anointed place. This is a place where people are drawn to the energy. I remember our second event, we were at a park called Wynn Park in the middle of downtown Atlanta, right around the corner from Piedmont. If you've never been there, you should go check it out. It's a cute little quaint park. It's nice for like picnics, hang out with your family or whatever. And we were out there, we were getting ready to start the event, and we were in position. I always ask the ladies to bring a yoga mat and, just calm and comfortable clothing or whatever. So we're sitting in the park, and it was some little boys out there playing, had to be about 8 to 10 years old, the age range. And they were out there, doing little boy stuff. They punching each other and riding bikes and doing all the things that little boys do. So they saw us over there preparing to, get into Higher Self Season. And they were like, oh, we want to meditate. So I heard them, but I wasn't really paying attention because they were still horse playing and stuff. So I had another guest come, and she sat down and everything. I guess by this point, they was like, listen, whatever they doing over there, we want to do it too. So they came and sat down. They crossed their legs and they did the namaste, position. They introduced themselves. It was one of the most beautiful things that I've seen in a long time. Okay. They were so serious. They were determined that they were going to participate in higher self season. But one of the little boys' moms came and she was, telling them to get up because they were, interrupting us or whatever. And I gave her my number and told her that I would be willing to host a session specifically for them because I understand that it is new, but I also understand that when you put good love and light energy out there, you're going to attract that. And so it's just been a blessing to be obedient, for one, because it's been a long time coming, and for two, just to see how people are gravitated to the energy. I was doing another session and I was out there, people were just walking past, waving and smiling and everything. And at this last Sunday, like I said, I went out there by myself. I really haven't been online since my goddess gathering, which I hosted here in Atlanta for my birthday. My angel number is 11. Ironically, my birthday was held on that day. I wanted to host it on that particular day. Okay. I wanted to make sure that I was tapping into that 11 energy. And so I invited some friends to come, and we actually had a really good, beautiful ceremony and everything. I bought myself a infinity ring. I made a vow to commit to celibacy and singleness. And it was just an opportunity for me to, just let God know that I was ready to take my spiritual life and my financial life to the next level. And I was going to be willing to sacrifice any type of lust or any type of flesh that may have come up. Even now I'm doing a fruit fast, but that's a whole nother discussion for another time. But we always want to challenge ourselves to be able to stretch ourselves beyond the capacity on which we are currently in. So my goddess gathering, I invited my friends. They came, they looked beautiful. Everybody was asked to wear goddess attire. We did several different chakra balancing activities. I hired a spiritual healer to come, and she blessed us with a guided meditation. And it was just so beautiful and so refreshing. So I have been on hiatus from social media since April 1st, and it's going on 3 months. Oh, I cannot believe it has already been a quarter. So I was on hiatus from social media, and I haven't really been inviting people, to higher self season. I just been, kind of talking to people that I already know. I put it on Eventbrite, and Eventbrite don't do what it used to do. Okay. I remember hosting stuff and putting it on Eventbrite, and I would have 30, 40 people in a room. But it's okay. I haven't been discouraged, and it's so interesting because me not having people or people not RSVPing or whatever, my old self would have got discouraged and probably stopped by now. But because the events are so powerful, because they are so refreshing, because they are so important to my overall mindset wellness and my alignment with my spiritual and financial journey, I hold myself accountable for being there even if nobody else is. So free to be me is very important because I want women, I am even inspiring myself to stop being a people pleaser. Stop worrying about who likes you, what they're saying, what they're not saying, if they're supporting you, if they're not supporting you. God will give you a vision. He will also provide you with provision, but it's going to take discipline and dedication in order for you to basically manifest it and bring it into fruition. And when we are locked in on what is going on externally, it's really hard for you to be yourself. It's really hard for you to allow your light to shine and not be moved when people are intimidated by your presence. Because one of the topics that we talked about before at Higher Self Season is my presence is pressure. So when you are a legacy leader, when you know that you have been chosen, when you are elevating your higher self, best to believe the entities And people who do not have the best intentions for you, or that, have a hidden agenda or whatever, trust me, they're going to try to take you off of your throne. They're going to try to get you off of your square. And so that's when you got to hold on to your personality and your vision like your life depends on it, because it does. And I wanted to bring this topic for myself because I've played small long enough. I even have a shirt within my legacy tees and accessories. It says, I'm done sleeping on myself. I woke the hell up. And I'm challenging you to wake the hell up. I'm challenging you to get outside of your comfort zone. I'm challenging you to be the peacock in the room, okay? And because you are beautiful, you are called, you are chosen, you have purpose. There is so much power within you, within the gifts that are inside of you. And for you, in order to bring that to an external, position, you have to know, and you have to be free to be you. So Free to Be Me was a theme for our Higher Self Sunday. And I was out there. I always come prepared. I have my full agenda. I have my my oracle deck. I have my tarot cards. I have my incense. I have my activities that we do, and I go through everything as if I'm talking to thousands of women, because I know, and I'm claiming this, and I want y'all to sit back and watch me grow, okay? That it's going to go from 1 to 1,000, 1,000 to 2,000, 2,000 to 3,000, and eventually we'll be hosting stadiums of people that are coming to hear this message, that are coming to be a part of this energy. And so as I was out there in full blown presentation mode and just ushering in this beautiful aura that I surround myself with when I'm doing these events, a young lady walks up to me, right? And so she's, peeking around, and she's like, hi. And I said, hello. And at first I was a little nervous. I'm not going to lie, because I was like, oh, Lord, what kind of energy did I conjure up or whatever? And so she introduced herself. I introduced myself, and I told her, a little bit about what I was doing. And I have these postcards that I created, and it's basically an invitation to Higher Self season. And then on the other side, it has Fabulous Life International and what it is that we do and how it is that we serve people, right? So I gave her the postcard, and she noticed my tarot deck. And so she was like, oh, I have the same tarot deck that you have in the car, but mine's is a little bit, an older version of it, or whatever, more of the one of the more original versions of it. So she was like, yeah, that's so good. I was like, she said, I seen your cards and it made me come over. So I was telling her what we did and everything. And I was like, I wanted to invite you to come hang out with us, on a Sunday when you can. She was like, well, I can go get my tarot deck and my blanket and stuff right now. So I was like, okay, sure, that'll be awesome. So she went to her car, and in the meantime, there was another young lady that I saw that was over in the park. So I went and gave her one of the postcards as well. And then I came back, and then the young lady who introduced herself, by that time she was back. And so her name was Nova. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful spirit, Nova. And she came, and her and I hung out, and we were so in alignment and so in sync with our mindset, with our conversation. She was a young woman too, but she was very open to the discussion, and we just kind of jumped in there. You would have thought that me and Nova had knew each other for a long period of time, because it was just so divine. It was just so perfect. She was looking for something. I was offering something. I was looking to connect with other women so that we can have some synergy, so that we can just share energy and share love, share light. And that was exactly what transpired on Sunday. So when I am telling you, you gotta allow yourself and say, I am free to be me. I could have been out there looking like a total crazy person, being in full blown, presentation mode, not even having any guests. But this is something that I've committed to, and I don't care what I look like. I don't care what people think. I don't care, what it looks like on the outside, because I know what it's doing to me internally. I know what it's doing to the women that are able to come. One of my girlfriends, she was like, "Oh, so how was your weekend?" And I said, "Well, I hosted Higher Self season." And she was like, "You didn't even invite me." She was like, "I just love when I come. It gives me a lot of clarity, and I have a better week." And she was like, "Don't ever do another one and you don't give me the information." So I wanted to just make sure that I shared this message with you, because it was so beautiful, and it was just really touching to me, just to see how God is continually blessing me in my obedience, and how He is reminding me that it doesn't have to be a large crowd. It's not who's there, it's a matter of who is connecting and who is supposed to be there. So it's not about quantity, it is about quality. And I'm excited. I'm looking forward to growing and continually sowing seeds in the lives of women that I get the opportunity to serve and be a part of their divine destiny. And I'm going to post a little video of me and Nova, my new friend, and I'm pretty sure she'll be joining us again, and even inviting her friends. And this was just an opportunity for me to share Higher Self season. And don't forget, it is free to be me. Tell yourself, I am free to be me. Step into the light. Step into the bigger vision that God has for you, and watch Him work. I love y'all. I can't wait to meet y'all in person. I know that we're going to have an opportunity to work together. Don't forget that we offer consultations, we have courses, and a community that you can join. This is your girl, Miss Nia Imani, Higher Self season. Let's go.
I know, girl. I was over here like...